Hello. If you want to rest, you should find your... And if you are hungry...
Thank you.
Welcome. I hope you have been shown kindness here. To foreigners it may... But we have a place for any wanderers and lost souls. So, wherever you came from, what's the point in us seeking to rebuild the world? We need to build... I hope you can...
What is this build?
A rare relic. If you want, go up to one of the higher balconies. You will get an idea how beautiful it... It seems the people of the old world understood the...
Sounds like superstitious.
That's what they said before the comet. And yet, the only thing that saved us are the gifts Magellan has given us. Food.
How long it...
I was born here.
If you say...
We have organized our lives around the essential. You do not need everything you think you need.
I could get used to...
Good. Good. You will find safety here, and purpose. Ragnar will help you find your place. He can sound severe, I know, but there...
Tell me about
Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar, son of Bajar? He is warlord of the Hood...
You're married?
Why would I marry someone whose expression is that of thunder over the mountain? That is when he is carrying the weight of his clan. Then, he is a warlord.
How did Ragnar be?
Hard work, dedication, and popularity.
Tell me the real...
Do you mean, is there a deep, dark secret? No. I'm afraid it's a tale of skill. He was named Berserker when he was a teen. He was seen defending the seedlings from mutants, and was named... When he was a child, Ragnar met Eisenfaust. And I think, and he is, just with more of a sense of humor. In their hour of need, the Berserkers call...
Is there something you need doing here?
There are always things that need doing here, and helping out will gain you notice for promotion. Of course, for the highest ranks, we must all look to the warlords. Ask in Golиэте, and you'll find tasks to match your skills. But, though, I warn you...
What sort of danger?
The regular. If you've come from beyond the walls, it won't... Our scouts reported that if... Let's just say that despite the clerics came off, but the weapons they left behind, lying about out, they could cause a great deal of damage in them. I want you to collect them. You'll find him at the pit. He and the workers there make sure such technology is...
Why didn't your...
There were too many mutants. The clerics seem to have stirred them up and had half the mutants. The area is quieter now, but Ragnar has had to assign the warriors...
I will find...
Thank you. The sooner we can put them into the right hands. Elex, mutants, technology. We have a lot...
Where should I look for the...
The patrol reported that some animals chased... None of the clerics came out again. Sadly, that means I am certain. If that's the case, then their weapons will still be there, in the ruins to the northwest. You can recognize them by the river. Reach them and bring the weapon.
Welcome, incomer. I hope Golиэте has always opened its doors to those who need shelter. But these are... As for me, I think the free people should work together in the...
Will I have...
It will mostly be talk. If you want the people here to trust... Once they do, they will open their door. You will have a place to stay. And they will likely reward... We Berserkers believe in second chances.
Who are...
I am Cormag, warlord of the Hammer Clan. A gift given to us in our time of need. Proof that this planet needed a guardian. We can channel power through our bodies and battle the machines of the clerics. And yet, it seems so normal now, doesn't it? It's hard to remember that magic... We have only just started our study of it.
What do you think?
Our laws bind us. They tell us who we are, how we interpret them. That death and exile shouldn't be the only sentences. There should be reward in repentance. Lenient.
You think?
Dedicated, not harsh. And sometimes dedication can blind us to... Just imagine If we berserkers could enhance the cleric's energy weapons, or the outlaws explode... Now, Angram would say that giving into technology would destroy... But I wonder whether holding on to the laws too tightly... After all, there were those who tried to stop using magic. They said it was against nature. Now magic is all that defends it. Whatever my thoughts, the laws we have now are the ones we must...
Are there problems between the...
Give any group a name and they'll use it as a cause for argument. But, while there are always differences, anyone who forgets that needs a swift reminder of that.
You have...
Not traitors. Troublemakers. People... You think we should use the law to silence anyone who thinks differently. I say they need to be convinced that our cause is best. I've been saying that, but it seems some people have...
Maybe they would...
Perhaps. You could do me a favor, and he's been speaking out against the Eisen clan. But I'm not sure. You will find him living with the other cultivators. I'd be grateful if you can find out the reason he's upset. Before this bad...
Excellent.
Hey, watch it there! I hate it when people mess. You think the armor in this place makes it so? Well, you wouldn't be the only one, but let me tell you, it's not true. My damned hard work. So don't get in my...
What's so good?
Quality. And as you go up through the ranks, as a cultivator, you'll be confronted with different So for cultivator armor, I make sure to give you the freedom of movement needed for... But a warrior's armor must be...
Can I get some?
I am only authorized to hand out a cultivator isn't allowed to wear the armor of... So, if you want a set of it...
Good, good.
I'd like to trade. Why do you hate...
They take so much Elex. They're like machine. How messed up must you be to... And how do they get They tear it from the ground. They take plants. Every alb. Every...
It almost sounds like you...
A fully trained alb commander. But true power is only found... Have you got them?
What if I did?
Then you would be just another hench. Is that what you... To destroy Magellan? A strong sword. Our very they will stop.
So you don't trust...
Our founding fathers knew well that you have to be real. They taught us we cannot give in to the temptation that awaits us out. And they did well. In the end, they were the first. No one who has seen a mutant with their own eye.
Sounds like you really...
They won't stop until It's always us berserkers. 10 hooded crows on the last patrol. Now, I'm asked.
You want to...
I want to exterminate them. And every man, woman... What about you?
You want me to risk my...
Do you think I'm out here for Elex?
You do whatever you want. But if I'm hunting Alps, the reward...
All right. All right. As long as you get the job done. But we must complete the mission first. The Albs have been scouted. It could be they're searching for resources. But it could... Or looking for somewhere to set up a base they can use to launch an attack. Whatever they're doing, those Albs have had a free run of things for too long.
Where are they?
To the west. The Albs have been spotted and it could be they've made those ruins their base and are sending out... We've had reports of Albs on the roads around there. And out...
Very good.
We should not rely on machines. Put that weapon away. Now you get it.
Another one? I swear if security had been this lax in the days of Eric Eisenfaust. What are you seeking? Safety? A new start? All those things can be offered to those who accept.
Would you let me stay here?
Finding new recruits is part. You will find Golиэте more open than many. We offer protection to those from outside who understand that Edan. Stick to the laws. Respect our ways. Break the laws. Show contempt and punish. You will have a fair chance here if you understand.
Tell me more about these.
Steal, lie, cheat, kill, and justice will... But our laws are more than that. Berserker laws tell... Millions died when the comet hit. Our whole species was headed for extinction. And you've seen it out there. War, chaos, Elex technology, nature, rebuilding what was lost. That's the only way we can survive.
What are the...
They were laid down by Amrek, who founded the Berserkers. They put people before war. So says the first article that forbids anyone from... The second law says pure Elex is a curse on Magellan. All pure Elex and... Our third law states that world hearts are sacred. The fourth law says mana must be preserved. Nature can purify Elex. The fifth law states all free people are equal. All must be given protection when it is asked for. Now, as a warlord, it is my job to keep the...
What happens when the...
The warlords will hear evidence and pronounce sentence. Trade without... Break one of the 5 laws, and justice may be... Our laws preserve us.
Who are...
They're everyone you've seen in this town. And anyone beyond who believe... Do you want to believe that? That there's a hope? We don't need gods or machines. That forest out there, from seed to tree, we are...
I was told...
If you have taken our laws to heart, then yes, there is...
I agree to...
Visit Jorah at the... All the captured weaponry from the last Alb attack has been... Bring me one of the Elex weapons.
I'll get you the weapon.
Follow the law and do service. Those are the only ways. Speak to Jorah if you have any more. Now go.
What do you think about the clip?
What are we supposed to think? They're steeped in blood. The clerics speak of God, but they worship their and never forget that their blessed religion gave birth to the Elex corrupts all it. Whatever you think of the outlaws, they make no excuses for their behavior. They are out for themselves.
How can you fight their guns with...
Our magic is more than strength, belief, and mana. It's persuading the weak-minded. We might know technology is a weakness, but its draw is... Even now, I know there is someone here in Golиэте spreading the lie of the machine. This damned cleric must be found and...
About... I can find who...
You can. What makes you think you can...
If he's looking for converts, a new face is an obvious target.
There's truth in that. Sometimes a fresh face can work when... Very well then. But watch your step. The polished promises of these and such is the lure of machines, that I've let it be known that we've captured. If you can't find him before midnight, then I would suggest you go to the pit around then. Let's...
Welcome to the Mana Shrine. Have you been sent here with a task? Or are you here in... Speak now. Or have you...
You're...
Ah, well, you will find healers among us. But perhaps not Amrek's best choice of name. We cure Magellan from... And from that curse, we...
It sounds like you're doing...
Saving our world. This is the Mana Shrine, where one day, all Elex will come here, and Until then, we must contend with the danger here. The power released from Elex. The power. Tell me, you've not said what you're doing. Something brought you here, didn't it?
I was an Alb, but...
Then you are an Alb, no more. Without that poison, you are free to make your own choices. Now, please understand, whatever feelings are... It is the struggle She is dosed with Elex. She has it in her, but Magalan does not suffer from temptation. You must feel the power it offers. One sign of you giving in to the temptation of Elex, and I will be forced to report.
What do you do here, other than...
As I have already explained, as Amrek said, our hope for Magalan, that from from Wasteland, shall spring. So, the workers bring the Elex to us. Well, that is supposed to be what happens, but people...
How does mana help you cast?
That we have yet to understand, though we do study it. Even now, those who cast magic will tell you that while the Albs lose their emotions closing off their mind,
That sounds dangerous.
there are those who have lost themselves in the journey, but they are rare. It is the power of mana that is addictive, not the... You can see that in Golиэте. We don't need mana and we use a lot less. Most of the Elex we find is given to our... Mana puts our bodies and minds in harmony with the magic. The energy the Albs use in magic is torn from the world. It damages them.
So,
Transmute. We place the Elex in the mana shrine. There is something in this mountain. The way as the Elex passes through, it is changed, purified into mana. If you bring any...
I don't feel anything.
Well, we all have different skills, Duras.
One of us, but not one of you, hey Caldrum?
you say people aren't doing their task.
Yes, the biggest problem. Elex corrupts people as it does the... Last week, 5 large pieces of Elex disappeared at the same time as Kral, one of our...
What could the thief...
I don't know, but Elex is food only for machines. Feed it to a man, and it drives out his emotion. I think Kral is the thief, but thinking is uncertainty. The searches for him and the Elex have come up empty, and I have no idea.
I can find...
Honest labor deserves... I can put in a good word for you. Then, if you decide to join us, if it is shards, then I can offer you pay. I know we all need to pay our way in the world. So, will we?
Maybe.
Well, the guards tried Ragnar's stronghold at the... Kral spent a lot of time up there. While the guards might have been there already, they aren't the best of investigators.
You're comfortable with an...
An alb is a man who... It seems to me that you have... That makes you a rare individual. Still, you are wise to be wary. There are those, but though it is not one of our written... It is central to our beliefs, and to me, that we should give. If you are prepared to leave your past behind, you should be given it.
I want to leave...
That is good. Now, Angrim or Ragnar will happily chew your ear about... But everyone else will look to your action.
What?
Our mana is everything. It is mana that allows us to do magic. Nope, the mana potions we make give us that ability. It makes our warriors stronger, more powerful than any of the albs. But it doesn't just make us strong, it also makes the world blossom. World hearts are the center of everything. They are plants we enrich. They bring the soil back.
Will you trade?
Gladly. Good.
I'd like to trade. So, is there anywhere...
That depends. Traders need to be authorized. You'll need to look elsewhere if you want energy weapons, and whatever you want to buy. Say, You look like...
You don't think technology...
Look at the people here. They want to change the world. Sore backs, blistered hand. Golиэте is, but it's not exact. Those are my thoughts. And there are some... But there are others who would exile you from the town just for...
Is there anything else you don't like about Brazil?
Don't get me wrong, the people here can be fair. They help those around them. And if you follow their laws, you will find acceptance. All of which is 1,000 times better than you can expect. The people of Tavar might as well be mutants, the way they turn. What I don't understand is the hatred for clerics here. The wars of the past are long gone. Certainly the clerics believe differently about technology, but that's no reason.
It sounds like you've learned a lot.
What about you? Are you going to pledge allegiance to the...
I want to become...
Good for you. Magic and superstition and save the planet. But should the magic wear off someday, there may be other...
That was well done.
Another... Are you here to trade, fight, or... Because unless we get help, I don't know how we're gonna... They are supposed to be able to conjure stuff up with their magic, but... Can they do that with supplies? Can they...
Magic.
Mana, spells, work here might be quite hard, physical labor, but it's supposed to be balanced. But then, what does magic do for me? In any case, I won't let myself be deceived. Even if our magic can protect us from what is out there, it is no replace...
What do you have to try?
You can take a look at our stuff. The selection is more... Of course, if we weren't besieged by outlaws, albs, and we're still...
Are things really...
That depends who you... I'm sure there are some who don't notice how hard it is for every...
It sounds like you have a problem.
Oh, I wish it was only one. But let's start with the Ison clan, promising me regular deliveries from the Valley of the Damned, and then failing to get them for me. It's time Master Thorald returned from his retreat to put this right. But like everyone else, it seems like he has plans greater than, say, making sure everyone gets fed. If we don't get that food, we'll be living on hope and fresh air. Then...
Can I help?
You? Well, no. My only motive is to keep people fed. If I'm going to achieve, I need someone to persuade him how serious this is. These warriors seem to think that fighting is the... But let's see them try fighting when they've not eaten for a week. Can you tell Angram that's how bad it is? That if we don't...
Where can I find it?
The pilgrim has been gone for so long, I'm not sure. He announced that he needed to go into retreat for some... All we know is that his leaving had something... But what exactly... I don't...
It sounds...
No guards for escorting the supplies here or to distribute them afterwards. Out...
Yes, it's not just you. I had my own...
Outlaws. The one thing...
And you know where they take the...
Well, if they're true outlaws, straight to Tavar and...
Interesting to... I will...
Thank... My hunters are... But we can't get by without those food supplies.
Hey, can I help you? What do you want here? My name is Born. I am the chief overseer. Let me welcome you to Golиэте. Here you can see what our world once was, and what she... But tread carefully whilst you're here. Damaging them means exile to the Valley of the Damned. Life is a lot more comfortable.
What is...
Someone who has already worked so long at a job that people have decided they are better organizing people.
What's this?
We grow a lot of different plants here, but of them all, the world hearts are the most important. That's why these plants get their own food. If you would like to see the work we do, you are welcome to visit. Many incomers stay to become cultivators. We always have space for more people. I hope you find your place.
Getting drunk, that's where he'll be. I'm looking to make a trade.
And what brings you to me?
I've heard you're the person to talk to when you need something hard to get hold of.
Did Angrim send you? Look, I don't know where he gets these ideas about me.
I'm not here from Angrim. I need to buy a laser weapon, the sort the clerics use. I got hold of one recently, but then Hakon spotted it and confiscated it. Do you know how I can get hold of another one? And if you can get me one, can you get me, say, 3?
Are you insane? I don't know this man. I've never met him.
Keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, stranger. I've no idea what you're talking about. Trade? Me? I'm a solid, honest berserker. I don't know who told you what, but get lost before you get me exiled, or worse.
I'm going.
Why do you think you're losing the war?
You've seen the enemy. Alb Raider? We are the guardians of Magalan. Why does it matter how we win it? It's winning and choosing what.
And how do you want to win?
In a fair fight, not with swords and If we've crossed the line and are prepared to kill a man, why question the way he was killed? Better to give up.
Well, there's a thing.
You have a problem with new...
Problem? Me? Oh, I never have problems.
What problems?
Of the financial kind. The kind where I've got money I'm just looking to give away, and
Get to the point.
All right, I'm just saying you look like someone with potential, and they're, except maybe being impaled up the unmentionables with, but, and I'm getting to the point. Here's me, right? A loyal and honest berserker. Then there's a newcomer like you. Well, any newcomer has the potential, and if you did, then I, as an honest berserker, could help put such mistakes.
Why should...
'Cause I'm a hooded crow. Not one of your rule-making Eisen clan. I'm a good, honest
Clan?
The Hammer clan, the Eisen. So, if you were to get your hands on rare, legally questionable items,
Rare item?
Rare is where you could spend your life dreaming, or spend your Elexit living your dreams.
You're looking...
I help people with... When someone discovers rare items that are legally questionable, I solve this. No fuss, no overstretching our legal, and all I just do as any honest, loyal, law-abiding.
What I...
Trade? No, that would be illegal. No, I don't trade.
I have to gamble?
You could say that, but once you offer the right price, I only have a limited selection. We are in Golиэте. Well, you know what they say. One man's... Of course, as a loyal and honest... Good.
I'd like to... About the...
Yes?
What's the...
Catch? What catch? You'll earn a handsome...
Do you take me for
No. Stupid would only cause me... Smart knows how to keep everyone happy. And I...
Can you get a hold of
Alptech is far... I'm a brave man, but no outlaw. I mean, just the other day, I met a bounty hunter who was trying to track down an outlaw over... something.
Exactly what...
Me? I don't want anything. But Born the cultivator knows where they grow. And if you could persuade him to let you harvest them...
And if I just give the...
You could, but then Born's not gonna be as financially grateful as me.
Do you need...
Well, there is something that needs acquiring and redistributing.
What's the pit?
Oh, it's a storage place. They keep unwanted items there. Well, Yora, the guy in charge there, needs help collecting things with... So, how about you help collect that stuff for him?
You want me to bring you things with you?
Well, truth be told, Yora really doesn't like that stuff. And
any more rare?
You've noticed the big building in the middle of...
Yeah.
Well, it just so happens that building contains all the Elex. I'm telling you, Elex, all you have to do... Not If anything
What's the rarest item?
well, there is one thing.
Tell me about.
Well, if you're sure.
Just.
Well, you see, Ragnar, one of the big bosses here, Eric Ice.
Who is Eric?
You've got to have heard of him. He was one of the greatest warriors ever to fight for the Berserkers. Eisenfaust is a legend here. Kids worship him. Not Ragnar's either. Who knows how he got the sword, but it wasn't. Some say Eisenfaust was the real founder of the Berserkers. They say that 50 years ago, Eisenfaust, load of old hooey, of course, but I'll give you a reasonably sized.
I'll get
your skills, but be careful. Ragnar's not gonna want to part without.
I'll get it for you.
Then your reward.
Quick! Rotboars have... We have to... Follow me. Quick!
Fucking they're so desperate for Elex. All that work, ruined by...
There's...
Of course. But mana is made from Elex, right? The mutants can feel that. At least that makes them weaker. Then they're easier to kill off. But that doesn't help me keep the seedlings alive, though. And that's my... Wait a moment. You look familiar.
You must be mistaken.
I didn't say we'd met. Just that I recognized you, but... I mean, what would an Alb commander be doing here in Golиэте? I mean, what? You just decided to stop That'd be crazy. But, you know, you do look really like him. You should be careful. If someone else recognizes you...
The seedling peel.
Rotboars. He told me he suspected something was I assume Auric is doing well?
It seems...
Good. Your help is... Thank you for standing with it.
How are the...
But it will take time to train Auric's replacement and give them the... And, in the meantime, I've had to put all the cultivators to work to repair the... And that's left me short of people.
You need someone to harvest the...
Yes. To harvest any pair of hands... Please, we need those healing roots to care for the wounded.
I will harvest the healing.
Good. Good. I would be very... If you can make sure you pick the mature... Those are the only ones with healing...
Where can I find them?
They grow in small clusters around the lake. They can be easy to overlook.
Why don't you plant healing roots near the seed?
We've talked about it, and the growing You're right. We should stop. As soon as the next seedling harvest is in, we'll make that happen. Caring for these... With care and luck, one of them might grow to of all the ones we grow. But those few will...
How the flying set of syphilitic raptor bags is one man's...
Eldor,
What a...
do you have a
It's not me. It's that self-important. He won't serve me. You want to do a 10-day stretch of guard duty and then find out you can't even...
Who?
A miserable streak of unpasteurized... He's a member of the Icing clan and is very picky about... What's all this got...
Cormac doesn't want...
Well, someone needs to... It's that self-important sack of... You get him to change his... And let the Hammer clan back in the... What? Angry? Me? I've been ordered as... With albs crawling around in the undergrowth ever since that Oh yeah, why would I? Because I can't think what I've done to be left here. So I can have my man-jewels not... It's like they want this town to be open.
You don't need to worry about... They're dead.
Dead? Oh, great. That's perfect. Now when their friends turn up, you know rot bars will eat anything, and I mean anything. I need some damn... Alvar was supposed to be guarding the seedling, but can you see him? Because that lazy duty-skipping you couldn't go and find him, could you? If I'm gonna die, I might as well...
Why should I?
Because you want to be... Because you don't want to get close and personal. Because I'm the only guy
You're...
Oh, thank the pilgrim's sweet smile. I knew you looked like a good one.
I'll find Alvar.
I was hoping you'd say... You could start by asking. He's probably on duty over it. If anyone knows where Alvar is.
Did you...
Sure, I had a ringside seat here. Whoop.
And did you see who shot them?
No, someone went boom on the thing and down it went. Whatever happened, nobody would get me in a one. Machines are... You see what comes of them when it...
Was it a berserk?
No. No way. If someone from here had... No. Which...
Wait.
What?
Seeing as you're looking to settle down, so friend, and bring me some... It'll take more beer than you can carry to go... Come on. Least you can do is get...
What do you want from...
Beer, water, hops, barley. Ah, now...
About your friend.
What about...
Where is he? He should be standing guard.
How should I know? He comes and goes. But if you're gonna start looking, try the tavern. Ask Orin that he could have seen Alvar.
Right.
You'd better put that... Now, that's the right thing you're doing.
What have we here? Welcome to the Berserkers. You want to make it all the way to the top? You must observe our sacred tradition. Tell me, what brings you...
Do you know
Oh yeah, I know. That asshole almost tore down half the tavern with his friend Argor. Those two drink harder than anyone I've seen. I haven't seen Alvar since. If you find him, you tell him not to show his...
Do you know where Alvar...
No, and I don't... You could ask his drinking buddy Argor. He's about the only one talking to Alvar.
The hammer.
Ah, that's a shame. Boss...
Then open it. You're going to...
Am I? Strange. Here was me thinking I decided who...
Tell me. Have you heard...
Well, it said that they were... One of them Albs, Calyx, they say, seemed to...
Calyx.
He and his troops went north. Pity. He made it out just... Must have had a fright. There've been no more Albs seen...
Do you know where in the north?
I don't really get any news from past the first border region up there. There's not many berserkers prepared to venture far into... Hardly anyone who's seen the Ice Palace has returned.
Do you know anyone who...
Not that is still... There were a few warriors.
Why do you...
What? You think you can't... You don't need Elex weapons to... You ask the Albs. Their technology...
Maybe the berserkers...
Ha! Are you one of those people that looks at a shiny gun and... Elex rots whatever it touches. Look at... They're unnatural.
Leather armor.
Oh, of course it... Nature is magic. Real magic. So, that's what we do here. We work with nature.
Idan is different.
Well, there you have me. I've never left Idan. But from what I've been told, the comet scorched the ground. It's only here that the world...
Generations of berserkers have... And now we have the World Hearts. They should be begging us to come and heal the world instead of attack.
Who are...
We're the only real free people there are. I know, we have our laws. But better that than an Elex edition. Like, we're working together to make this world... You work hard here, you're rewarded. There's no others will be so fair. It is indeed. Tavern, home from home, resting place for the hard work. You want something to drink?
Just watch out for those damned owls. There's still some of them out.
Up, you can stop there.
I'm looking for a guard.
Well, you won't find him here.
Alvar is needed on duty.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him for... Last time I saw him, we had a real session. I woke up next day out of the bath. I've no idea where Alvar... All I know is we call some... My wife's still not speaking.
Should I check the area around?
Sure, you can do that.
What these ruins must have witnessed. I'm here. I'll get this one.
I have secured...
That is good news. Please take them to Yora and...
Here.
Elex technology. Officially, you're supposed to hand it in when you arrive. Just don't go flashing those weapons around when we get back, okay? Some berserkers are really strict about the law. You see, we leave the albs and clerics to rely on...
What are you... Yes, just go.
Kral's diary. No sign of the man. Last entry. But I have no choice. If I don't act now, then death must follow. So, the choice is made. Perhaps we can live in this house of the dead. Either this guy is reliving teenage... Your buddy Alv.
He is?
He's dead.
Yes. I knew nothing good would happen to that old soak, but dead. Thank you for letting me. Where is his body?
Below Ragnar.
Right. I will take care.
Cooked too long?
I found out.
Oh, great. And what excuse did he have for not...
A pretty good one. He's dead.
Excuse me, what? I asked you to bring...
Well, I didn't. He took a camo.
Asshole. Couldn't even take...
Do you know who sold?
Me? I didn't even know where Alvar was. But I hope someone... I'll have to risk it and go to Cormac myself. And hope I don't get exiled for abandoning my... Thanks for taking... Good to know some fly-bitten wanderer I've never met before cares about me more than... Take this Elexit, and the humble thanks of the mighty warrior they left in charge.
Kept his mouth shut.
About these...
Yes?
Want to buy some...
Are you That's way too... You get caught with those, and you can dig your own grave. My advice, you get rid of... And take this to help you remember. If anyone asks...
I have Eric Eisen.
Oh, piece of history that... Listen closely and you can hear it. Sell. I'd better move it soon. Ragnar's going... Oh well. Pleasure...
And the reward?
Is yours, of course. Thank...
Your response...
You shouldn't rely on machines.
Yeah.
Well...
Where did you find it?
By the balcony of Ragnar's stronghold. Krau wrote about him.
Then he has picked the... I don't know anyone who would go willing, and it is a place for the dead.
I'll go. If you tell me where...
Very well. You will find the mausoleum in the area outside Golиэте. Tread carefully, though. People are telling stories of some sort of...
Cinda?
She hasn't received the resupply she needs, and nobody seems to know when she will.
Didn't Jorah sort this out? Or has his failure to fix things become my problem?
What did...
Jorah was supposed to... Once more it comes back. Then there won't be any more escort. The last group I sent were killed by it. We haven't more men to lose that way.
Then you're right. You should avoid...
Finally, someone who... It's easy to talk of killing a troll. But if ever there was a way to get people killed needlessly, then sending them... I'll not send more men to their deaths. We have scant enough as it is. Cinda will have to deal with this problem. Tell her it is time she called on one of the... The Eisen clan will no longer...
I don't even understand half of it.
What's that to a hunter? So...
You're new here, right? You're an Tell me, what do you think about our laws? You think they should be strict, or...
Strict.
It's time you had an education.
Why?
Well, so, Listen, can I ask you, as an outsider, you're not bound by it.
Who?
My name is Ornir. We decommissioned forbidden, making Magalan safe. I came up with that. Not everyone understands what we do, but as Amrek said, Technology is seduction. The easy path will lay us with...
What help?
I believe I saw someone in the pit. Then he escaped. He's sort of hanging around. I think he's an outlaw. I'm only guessing, but I think he must be after the equipment, if it is really one.
Why don't you...
No, they're... If that's a real outlaw, they could... No, I wouldn't want to put them in danger, but...
Why would it?
Stealing. Stealing, of course. Best... And the pit is where we throw all the bits worthless to us. But an outlaw? What?
So, why don't...
Well... I'm a technical expert. Angram wouldn't want me to... I mean, if he was a piece of technology, I'd be there. The Elex... Look, Angram's already watching. He hears I've been near an outlaw, I'm dead, or exiled.
What exactly do you want?
Kill him. I'd recommend you do... I'm certain he's up to...
Oh.
Good. I saw him by the cliff outside the gate into Goliëte. You know, but...
Excellent. Why? Have you found something while you were out hunting?
I spoke to...
Oh, great, thank you. Someone who is...
They won't. The men Angram's...
And is he gonna send more? No, wait. Let me guess. We don't have... How does he expect me to get supplies if he can't? He's got a host of warriors he could...
I could go...
You? Well, I appreciate the offer, but... Besides, it's not one delivery I need. It's... If the Ison clan won't help, one of the other... Would you speak to Ragnar, Warlord, or Cormag of the Hammer clan? I'll have to hope the...
Cinder.
Further problem? The warlords discussed this, and the Ison clan promised.
The Ison clan?
Then you should speak to Angram. He guaranteed. If you can't persuade him, then try. He agreed to cover any problems that
Do you destroy everything that comes to you? Or do you ever try any of it out? And would you ever think of testing it in the field?
You mean give Elex weapons to someone to see if they work? Someone like you? It's an interesting idea. Say, why not meet me in the tavern later? I'll talk to you about it.
Sure, I can be in the tavern later. And I'll be buying. Today's the day things change, my friend. Today is the day when a chance was taken, that the door to victory was opened.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this world will grow again. I'm talking about the safety of Goliëte. A fair chance to... These albs will be in for a shock. And once the way is shown...
Hey, what's that you're hiding?
What are you...
There, on your arm.
It's an adjuter. Haven't you...
I've seen one. It's Elex technology, and that sort of device, carrying a piece like that openly on your arm could get...
I'm not carrying...
An implant? Well, you don't look like an alb. Too much color in your cheeks, too much shine in your... Still, best you know that should you find any other Elex, you should take it to the pit.
I have some cleric...
Now that is a find. Now to get the Elex out of these things.
Are you going to give me all the...
No, your work is...
Angram said...
He did he?
Yes. He said it was captured from the clerics.
And you want me to give you this weapon?
Yes.
I have it in my house. It's a waiting process.
And I can take...
You know your instructions. You know where the weapon...
How do you get anything?
We haven't rejected technology completely. We have rejected Elex, a clean life. Life as it was before the comet. So we collect technology, extract the Elex from it, and...
So
You're comparing us? Those monsters throw people into their We cure the soil of Elex. You will find our healers on the upper ring. They'll
Why not do this and use technology?
You sound like one of those technophiles, looking forward and not know... Listen, there are books from the Great Fall that say there were other ways to power machines, but that most of them... And so, Amric and the Forefathers decreed that all technology... And right at the time machines were forsworn, and we started to make Magaland pure again, mana was given to us. And if you have magic, why would you want to? So the Albs pump Elex into themselves, the clerics feed it to machine.
Elex has given the...
You think? Maybe. Most people know the Albs split from the... They have a love of Elex. If we knew that, perhaps we could talk. But they have retreated into Zakor, and they're changing, becoming less human. While our...
But Alps can cast magic.
Yes, now they're...
So if you need Elex...
Ah, Amrek's paradox. We are told Elex is... So we collect it, transmute it, and hope we can win...
You want me to collect it?
You must have seen that monster made of metal.
What a...
The Albs built it to refine Elex here in Edan, but our warriors... That machine is a thing abhorrent to nature. Amrek's paradox. Let's take that. It won't be an easy task, but I need to get some parts from the converter that have a...
Why not use...
And where do we stop on that road? When we... Amrek and the Pilgrim agree. Magic is nature's cure. Technology, it's up to us to tidy up the mess that those machines...
I will get you the
Good. Great. Last guy we sent disappeared. He promised he'd...
Very good.
You think you know what's going on? No one knows
Excuse me,
what's going on.
do you know...
Yeah,
Do you know where he is now?
No, I don't...
He was supposed to meet me, but Oren said he'd left with...
Who did he leave?
Oren didn't say, which is... He was really evasive, and it's not...
Could Stormson have...
I'd have heard if there were more outsiders here,
Then the men were...
but if they were from
Maybe he was told...
Angrim. Stormson must have been arrested.
Can you think why Angram...
Stormson spoke out against the law. He thought we were...
Change what?
I don't know. He asked me to go with him to look for supplies.
Maybe. And maybe... If he's alive...
Would you speak to Angrim? He...
Okay.
Be careful. Angrim believes in the law more than he does in people.
I can take care.
Nah.
Stop, thief. You think you're gonna...
I'm not stealing.
Our laws are clear. Any Elex technology should be given over...
You told me where I could...
I did, but I didn't say you...
You didn't say I should...
And that is the lesson. We all have our free will.
You mean I should have disobeyed?
Return to Angrim. It's his... Follow me, and let us hope for...
So, our laws are clear. Any Elex technology should be... Do you have anything to say?
You sent me to get that.
I also told you to follow... Elex technology is forbidden. The world is full of people who treat words as breath. If you join us here, your words must be trusted. You have broken our laws. But, find a berserker called Rogar in the Valley of the Damned. But if you intend to spend time here in Golиэте, learn our laws. I won't be... That is my judgment. Justice will be seen. Justice. Thank you, Jorah. You may return to your duties.
Sir?
What do you know about...
Stormson, the hunter?
He was taken from the tavern. Oren refused...
And what business is
Do you know what...
He was arrested, questioned. There was no doubting his guilt. He had spoken his thoughts quite freely, and admitted that he was...
What crime did...
He had fallen, and he had the deluded idea that we should give up magic.
Why not use both?
Give up studying magic to fight an arms race we can't win? Commit ourselves to the use of... The Pilgrim has committed us to finding a way to win this war with magic. To spread the lie of tech...
Speaking is...
He went a little further than that. He was actively seeking to buy forbidden technology.
What did he want weapons for?
To prove his theory. But his intentions are... The law is clear. Such weapons are forbidden. Stormson knew that, and he made his choice. Now, he has been exiled to a lenient sentence to send him back to the place he...
Where should I say?
He had entered the Valley of the Damned when we last... He was going to find shelter, then carry out reconnaissance. There had been... I'd start your search at the huts the exiles have built out in the forest. Maybe someone there has seen him.
You had better put that weapon away. Exactly. Now get out of here.
Someone hears that.
I don't even understand half of what you're
Ingram?
saying.
Without a trial? Please, you must go after him, please. Convince...
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
You shouldn't rely on machines.
The weapons have been... Jorah will render them
Then the law has been served. Thank you. Honor us and your... I hope you will find a place. Golиэте is a welcoming...
I know why.
So he told you...
Orin has barred the hammer...
And the only thing that starts men complain is an empty flag. You seem to have a gift for getting people to talk. I want you to use that gift, and I will see what Angram knows about this. If the Ison clan are allowed into that tavern, then the
Cinda needs...
More trouble with... What can I do to...
She needs people to...
I thought Angram had sent men...
The men...
And more will die. Still, if Angram is worried about sending men, I will send men to help Cinda. But if they're to go out there, that... We recently captured some movement detectors from the clerics. They're being stored in the pit. Ready? Get me one of those movement detectors, and I will...
Isn't taking technology from...
Sometimes, laws must... Get me that detector, and
Someone needs to go out there and kill him.
Analyzing. System error. Assistance needed. Maintenance protocol required. Eliminate. Remove. Analyzing. System error.
You four? What are you doing here? You were supposed to have remained with me. Why did you leave the...
Survival Protocol 7. Commander presumed dead. U4 unit attempted return...
But instead you were... You're lucky you haven't been dismantled for your Elex. Are you able to come...
System error.
Identifies...
Analyzing. Minor damage to primary systems. Defense system and weapon.
Can you repair your...
Analyzing. Negative.
Yeah, that... Step...
Primary goal. Locate and secure Thorold, highest leader of the Berserkers. Secondary goal. Secure data describing transmutation process of pure... Tertiary goal. Scout Edan for weaknesses in the Berserker defense.
Well, that was a success.
Negative. Commanding unit status. Privileges revoked. Execution...
Why did you leave the...
This unit was offline for 1,043 seconds. On recovery, my objectives were to complete the mission or return. System error.
Then you don't know anything about...
Analyzing. Negative. Executions are standard ALB operating procedure. Failure is not tolerated.
So they say.
But executions end with death. Assumption. Commander must...
Yes. I'm joking you for. I mean, who would want to kill... What do you... This location?
Identifying. Nearest automated...
Then go. But you four, you are not to report on my status. If asked about me, state that I died.
I'll get this one. I'll get this one. Look out! I'll get this one. That's enough. That's enough now. Let's go. Things our world has achieved that are now lost to us. I'll help you. I'll get this one. I'll help you. Let's go. I'll get this one. I'll get this one. I'll help you.
There's nothing here for you but misery.
What's wrong?
Why ever you came, forget this cursed...
Who?
No one and nothing. I'm now the guardian of this place. I carry the curse that is taken, and you will be cursed if you stay... Threatening. I'm wherever I go. And then Yora sends me here to find the converter pod. And so the mutants come again, and it doesn't matter what I do, I can't... Once again, I can't complete the task I was given. So I can't go back. With all this failure, exiled...
What?
I did. I had a club, but I lost it the If I'd climbed down to get it, they would have cut me off and killed me. Say, if you're going in there, could you look for it?
What?
You're here for your own... If you already decided to go in there, then bringing that back would give me... Please.
I will.
Thank you. It's in the pit.
I'll scratch your back.
Scratch your back? Why would I... Oh, a reward.
Why do you think you're in a... Is your life worth some...
All right. You win. Just...
I'm looking...
Then you were sent after me?
No. Jorah didn't...
He didn't. But that it... Jorah doesn't leave Golиэте. Probably thinks the converter is empty because the Albs... He doesn't know that the Albs left their mutants here to tear the flesh from any...
You could tell Jorah.
With everything that's happened? Now I fail another task. I'll be exiled to the Valley of the Damned in no time. I might as well stay here.
And here, the Berserkers defeated the Albs and wrecked their converter. Question is, why did we let him build it here in the first place? I'll help you.
Not now.
That's enough now.
Congratulations! Waiting for the enemy to commit their troops before you revealed the fight. You've shattered their...
It was a logical move, and we must remain vigilant. They won't fall.
Nevertheless, the hybrid must recognize that even the Alexiters...
I carry out the will of the hybrid. I am.
The Alexiters select you for roles they could only give if the hybrid had agreed. Elex does not allow for emotion, but you should be careful, Commander Jax. There are those who... They would do anything to have the favor you've won. You honor our people, but there are those who...
I serve the hybrid. Someone at the Ice Palace planned this. A faulty raider, a targeted shot. Calyx arriving so fast. The question is, who planned for me to fail? Who planned for me to die? I'm in.
Good day. Just think, if these mutants keep chasing people up here, we'll soon be able to...
What are you doing?
Waiting. At some point, those mutants down there will... Then they'll leave, and I can...
The mutants down there were too...
There was a whole horde of them when I... Maybe there aren't as many now, but there are still enough to kill me, so... I'll wait a little longer for them to lose in...
So, you're...
I'm very patient.
How long have you been...
Only a week or so. But if their numbers keep diminishing at the rate... I should be able to continue on my way...
Where?
You say mutation, I say genetic divergence. After the comet hit, Elex interacted with... The Alps have chosen to accelerate that process, driving this mutation and enhancing the creatures further. And if the experiments failed, they threw the creatures into their converter.
You seem well informed.
You think? And when those things are capable of tearing me to pieces, I generally observe...
What happens if you...
I've been fine so far, but... You look better equipped than me. Could you take care of those mutants?
I'll get rid of them.
That would certainly be helpful.
There's no such...
could be challenging.
The mutants are
Ah, good. Thank you.
on your...
To the search for greater knowledge, and a number of technical items that I'm tasked to find by the clerics.
All right.
Thank you. By killing those mutants, you've helped me greatly. And yourself to it. That could prove an interesting statistical comparison to Well, thank you again. I will...
What?
Why does anyone come here? I came here for the Alb technology.
You want...
Oh no. The precise opposite, in fact. My observations, and those of others, that and an ability to increase their stamina, pain resistance, strength, emotional resistance. It is obvious I cannot. But you obviously have the skills I am lacking. So why don't we work together? I could be useful to you when it comes to technical questions. In return, you can help me avoid situations like this and...
Yes, you can come with me.
Yes, I can do that. Together we fight.
I'm not planning on falling, and I can't see you.
Where should we meet if we become separated?
There's an abandoned camp in the ruins to the west of Golиэте.
Understood. Meet at the abandoned...
Tell me...
Certainly. Every component found is another step, at least so I've been told. I don't actually know what these components are supposed to do, but...
Do you want to start by telling me what
Yes, I should tell you the full list. We a high-performance CPU of the type the Albs use. My research suggests the best...
It sounds like you're collecting the pieces for a...
Maybe. I had thought of that. But we also need Garudium. That's a metal found in the comet crate, a hydraulic joint, the sort found in pre-war machines. I should be...
A hydraulic?
Yes. A Type 702, if we can get one. But anything of that sort will be...
And that's the...
Yes, you'd better save it. We are the technologically superior of all the cultural and... We believe in Cal Ern,
Who is
Cal Ern is our... He is... Well, we...
Teach?
Yes, he teaches us about the... But then knowledge always depends on context to have meaning. For instance...
That's none of your...
If we don't ask, we don't learn. I have data.
Why are you asking me?
Whatever you do next, I know whether you lied or told the truth to that. Truth is hard to determine.
You think too much. No.
Now that is a lie, for I haven't met anyone who has survived outside without doing that. It is morally wrong, but it is sometimes the only way to... Thinking is easy. Finding reliable data is the... Questions should come before decision.
Says the guy who got stuck on top of a converter.
Then I have found my role.
Follow.
Okay,